feel like we're opening up the Ben and Kelly court here.
I feel like this is appropriate.
Yeah, Sarah kind of wrote us a book, and we'll get into that here in just a quick sec. But
at
Ben
laying out all the evidence.
Yep, at Ben and Kelly Show. If you want to DM us your situation, we'll try to work it out for you.
Unfortunately, we don't have the defendant in this case, just the plaintiff.
Yes.
Sarah says, Ben and Kelly, who's to blame here?
Okay.
Last week, my husband took my car to work to fix a few small things here and there.
Mm-hmm.
When he got home, he threw his work pants in the hamper with all the other dirty clothes, showered, and carried on with his evening.
Okay.
At some point that night, I grabbed the hamper, threw the clothes in the washer. Then when they were ready, I threw the wet clothes in the dryer, went to make dinner.
Okay.
Went back downstairs a short time later. I heard a clank, 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 clank coming from the dryer. So I opened the door, started digging through the half-damp clothes only to find my car key fob.
Uh-oh.
I immediately ran outside to try and unlock my car and get some sort of proof that it was not yet destroyed, but alas, it was dead.
Oh, no.
My $300 key fob was toast.
Oh!
I then, in a not-so-calm tone, asked my husband why he didn't hang it back up on the key rack when he walked in the door where it belongs.
Yeah, mister!
He then, in a not-so-calm tone, asked me why I didn't check the pockets of his pants before throwing them in the wash.
Yeah, lady!
And I say, because your pants were in the I'm the hamper with dirty clothes that are ready to be washed. And if you put your clothes in the hamper, that means they're good to go. But no, he insists the person throwing the clothes in the washer is the last resort to make sure pockets are clear. But I, being his wife, not his mother, don't think I need to babysit his laundry habits, so it's not my bad.
Oh, my God.
So, yes, there are guilty factors in both parties, but who ultimately has to take the blame?
Oh, wow.
Dang.
Okay.
I mean, valid points on both parts. Valid points. I mean, at first glance, I would say yes. He has some blame in the fact he didn't just take the keys out of his pocket, hang them where they're supposed to go.
See, that's where you and I differ, because I am on his side, where I'm like, hey, you know what? The last resort is the person who is throwing the dirty clothes into the washer.
I also agree with that. So while he does share some blame, sometimes people forget and, they end up in the hamper. So in that case, yes, it would be a best practice to avoid this in the future. If you are the person loading the washer, to check the pockets. So who are we siding with? What's the judgment for?
Well, I mean, I think, look, I side with her husband, actually.
Okay.
I think that, yes, he should have taken the keys out of his pocket. Yes. We agree on that.
But she should have checked the pockets. So blame lies with both. I feel like this is going to be a draw. Besides the point, to replace a $300 key fob, they are married. Doesn't it come from a joint account?
Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe she's got a little side stash that she, A
side stash. Okay. So this is my thought. I feel like both parties were to blame at different parts of this story. So I don't know if I can firmly stand on one side with full support. That's what I'm saying. Chris
texts us and says it's his fault. He's lucky she's doing his laundry like a child.
Now, listen, I mean, she didn't necessarily say, like, it's always my job to do the laundry.
Right.
Like, she's saying the hamper is the place where the dirty clothes go that you can trust are supposed to be ready to go. But mistakes happen. Sometimes you forget to take stuff out of the pockets.
I've told my daughters, listen, if you keep things in your pockets, I can keep whatever you keep in your pockets. So, I mean, typically I don't, but I'm like, if you keep money in there, that money's mine.
Yeah, Jacqueline says, I literally check pockets of any pants that are not mine before washing them. I don't trust people, especially men, to clean out their pockets.
Valid. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hashtag team husband on this. Yes, there are some guilty parties on both. And Sarah even admits that. She says, look, we are both to blame here. Yes. But who ultimately has to take the blame? I think Sarah's just mad and she needs to blame someone, and she wants to blame her husband.
Well, she wants to ignore, though, her part in this, I think, a little bit by not checking the pockets as a last resort. But Brittany says, I feel like the true issue is the wife is mad that the husband didn't take any ownership of the mistake.
Well, then
like
there's
both
that.
are just like, well, you're supposed to do that, and well, you're supposed to do that. You got that going on.
All right. Well, my official.
Are you issuing the ruling?
I mean, you can issue your ruling.
Okay.
But my official ruling is I side with the defendant. Your husband is not guilty.
Okay.
And you're just going to need to eat that $300 key fob.
Okay. All right. And I am just going to inject as a side note that let's go ahead and accept both parts having a role in this tragedy. Because that's what it is.
Yeah.
And we make a decision that, hey, let's try to be better at emptying the pockets before they go in the hamper. And B, the person loading the washer, let's double check the pockets. Okay?
All right, so it sounds like
some best practices.
It sounds like you're siding with me as well. All right, so Sarah, there you go. Sorry you didn't get any love from us in Ben and Kelly Court this morning.
Oh, that's fun.
So there you go. It's not.
I like that. That needs to be a regular feature.
Ben and Kelly Court. If you want to take a situation between you and your significant other to Ben and Kelly Court,
you got a conflict, we'll fix it.
Yep, all you got to do is DM us at Ben and Kelly Show, and there you go.